right? At first, we can start using what are the advantages and disadvantages, and how people are using, and what number of amount of people using Facebook. And yes, you can start the conversation. And firstly, bring up
Yes.
what social media and what types of social medias can be seen. Yes.
Social media is actually, as we know, it's worldwide, and also there are lots of kinds of apps and websites belongs to social media, and it's a kind of a like thing that we using with internet, and also there is lots of kinds of things like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and also Google. And actually, as we know, there are advantages and disadvantages for everything, and social media also have advantages and disadvantages. Actually, some of the people, as I know, some of the people are going to use these advantages. Majority is going to be using this disadvantage. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes it's
so
fascinating the amount of time that people are using these social media platforms. Some are using just for a couple of minutes, and sometimes we can see some of the people who are always online. Every
yes,
time we see at night also they are available online.
yes, and actually, in my experience, uh, in these online as an online students, like in these kind of days, also that quarantine days also, like uh, students also are actually uh, addicted to their phone because of the social media, because when they are, as my friends also, they when they are in online classes they are chatting, and they
The Zoom
I
meeting
can.
also has been a social media platform. That's why they can't differentiate what's the difference between those kinds of platforms. Social media is for communicating by themselves, it's not limitations. But when we are studying, it also has become a social media platform.
uh, uh, So in that case, actually, it's going to be a disadvantage also. And if we are only concentrate on our online session or something, it will be a very useful advantage. But actually, majority are doing the wrong thing actually.
That's why most of the people who really keen and see the advantages only, they need to use these kinds of platforms. Most of the people, yes, as I know, most of the teachers who really have these addresses to access these kinds of medias, but they are not using, because I don't know what's the reason. I also not attending to these kinds of platforms. Once in the blue moon, I search what's going on Facebook, and how about the status of my friends, and the things and the content that people are sharing is some kinds of stupidity following, I think. Uh, Not beautiful things that are regarded not knowing worthwhile. They are celebrating normal birthday parties and sometimes wedding anniversary in some places, and these kinds of little cheap primary things they are promoting, and it's not worthwhile to mention some of those. And on the other hand, education also can be promoted through these kinds of platforms, and we can know lots of facts and information about each and every field, and buying and selling process also going on very smoothly through these platforms.
Yes, actually, in education, actually, I know the only the education problem mostly. uh,
Yes, I
and
know
it's
what's the reason, and I talked with your mother also. There's a limited availability you both have given to access those kinds of platforms. It will be fine.
yes, actually, my mother also allowing me the WhatsApp only, yeah, and Google. It's because actually in our internet connection also going can't go to the on a social media app. So that's I think it's very good because I don't want to waste my time and
Definitely.
uh, as for these kinds of stupid and things uh,
And don't you
in
want to find out things that's going on among your friends and the things?
what's it?
Don't you want to find out the latest things that are going among your friends and latest events that they are
Actually,
promoting? Most of
we
the
are
children are doing.
yes, my friends do, but I'm actually talking with them because
Mm-mm-mm.
we are close friends and near to the houses, so like that. Um, so in WhatsApp also like. We are conversation but studying and actually I don't tell chatting with a friend or be do a conversation with a friend is not is wrong but it's good and we have to
Yes,
communicate
communicate.
with
Yes, definitely.
but actually, most people going in a wrong way. That's the problem. We can use it for our advantage, but they are using for disadvantages mostly. Like we can chat like as a student we can chat after the meeting or something when we are free time but when we are doing our online session so it's not allowed at that time so but students are concentrating on what's going on the social media even when they are in a study time also so that's the problem and for adults also like actually my there is my friend she makes lots of friends with a app like worldwide she have friends in other countries also
Mm-mm-mm.
online
Wow.
so yes and but the problem is uh, she's only like there is like I can't remember, but
Yes, it's
we
better
can
to check out what's that app. If you have information, please send me the link of that app, and I want to check it out because meeting new people all around the world, if it is possible, it would be fantastic because we might find good partners that who really has our interest and our purposes, the same purposes. So we can check it out. It will be wonderful.
yes, I think disco, but can't understand it. That's the right one. I will
Mm-mm.
send it. Uh, uh, like that, and we can actually in past times. My mother told me they make pen friends with sharing letters, but
Mm-mm.
in this
Yes,
generation, I didn't see anything, any kind
independent
person.
friends, yes, all are
Yes,
outdated. But it's
yes.
really seems like it's good if we have a pen friend to write a letter to a friend in abroad who is unseen and exchanging ideas. So it's safe because we only meet through letters and it will not be disadvantageous or dangerous sometimes because of this social media. Children have committed suicide also. Sometimes they have run away from houses and yes, they are thinking, yeah, this is the correct path and this will be okay. This is the reality. Yes, if we take a Facebook, what kind of content that it should have, they are run any content, but the content is created by the people who are using the same platform. Just imagine I have this amount of friends and they are sharing their ideas and their latest things and about their friends and everything I can see. But there's no guidance. It's a Facebook is the society. Is it okay to send the child who is not aware of all the things, good or bad things, to the society? So it will not happen. We are keeping our children, especially you and your sister and everybody in your age, we are keeping you at home and keeping you safe and always try to give the right things. But the social media is not the safe place. It's okay for some time, but it should be guided. Children should be guided because that's a society. It comprises from different kinds of people, different attitudes. They are sharing different kinds of views. Some of them sharing how to kill uh, a chicken, and this is the way. Lot more things they are sharing sometimes, and I could see a parent beat into a small child mercilessly, and those kinds of contents are also sharing. It's okay, but there is no guidance for these kinds of things. If you are over 18 years old, if you have the ability to tackle everything with the society, I think it's okay. It's really the society, but not experience in only visible society. But if we go on to the society, we experience new things, meeting new people visibly face to face, and we do things together. But everything we hear and see, this is only through media, so it's not practical. If someone think, yeah, this is the reality and I will try it out some, and is put it himself into a great troubles.
Yes, actually, I was so like there is lots of kids and students who suicide themselves for not giving the phone, not allowed phone by
Hmm.
parents. So actually, that kind of mindset, I can imagine how they thought like that because they are kill themselves because of a phone or something, like a video game also.
Yes.
So that, yes, that mindset is very weak. That's the problem. They are not like uh, think
And for those
about.
kinds of things, they are getting informations and ideas from their parallel ages students. So they also giving the same instructions. You might be rude to your parents, however you should get. I also do the same thing. And I get my phone by force if I tell my parents, yes, I will do these kinds of things. Mother get afraid and immediately give the phone. And these kinds of chatting goes on. So that's why,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, of course. Actually, playing game is that's also not. I'm not telling that's wrong, but actually, it have a uh, limited time or like that. So it have to be
Yeah,
limited
yeah,
because
its time limit is the amount of data is over. Now the game is over. That's the way of
yeah.
the game.
So if it is going on like long hours, they will play it like 5 or 7 hours also
Yes,
when until the data
is
going to
over.
be
Yes,
so uh,
yes. According to the children's view, they getting advices from the same kinds of age level students from their level. In what way do you think it will be good or bad? Because they are sharing, it's okay to share in experiences, but when the advising part is needed, it should be given by elder people. But we can't see instructions are given through Facebook uh, to anyone. And I also haven't given to any of my friends in Facebook. No, No ideas, no advices, only sharing the contents and the things that happen only.
Yes, giving an advice is maybe change their lives or like that, maybe change their life or destroy their life. Because giving an advice is more important because they are asking for us because of a reason, because they need help. That's why. So if we like giving the best advice, actually the uh, in my opinion, we can't share in advices with same ages because it if have to be older than us because they have lots of experience
Your
with
friends might be using this media beautifully because she is always trying to advise her best ones. It will be
uh,
interesting.
yes, so I'm going to tell like the best advices are parents or guardians. So like because they have lots of experience with social media, with this what about this society. So like that we have to get, if we want to get an advice, we have to always think about who is the right person with most experienced. So that's my opinion.
Yes, sometimes we know every fact of our people through this Facebook. Sometimes the funeral events also can be seen because thanks for the Facebook because there might be reason people are not visiting each of their friends' houses or they are not uh, practically connecting with them in real life, so they are meeting and chatting and experiencing their in and exchanging their informations through only this one. So it has a limited, this is some kind of box and people are not going to go out of the box. Yes, sometimes I also knew some of these kinds of things through what's it called? Facebook. Yes. And yes, most of the time, the other people also, when I read the chats, I could see they also know these kinds of facts because of this one, and they are not attending. They are paying their sympathy only from this this platform. They are not attending. That has been a great problems. People are contacting only this way. They are not meeting each other as in the past. What you can see about this?
Actually, in past time, people there are no social media. I mean, there are no social media. They are making friends with who they with and others around
Yes, they
them.
have to move
So
around.
yes, uh, right now in this generation, most of the people, also my friends, also like. Going to make friends like online friends as online friends and also meet them on like going
Mm-mm,
trips with them like that. I also have online friend in WhatsApp.
mm-mm.
So actually she's in also in Sri Lanka, but in a very far from me. So that's so actually like I can't tell like.
What were you going to tell? Well, that. Uh, it's okay when we are forgetting the things that it's not okay to think further about that one. We can jump to another conversation and continue our conversation. And birds are making sounds. Yes.
So, uh,
And every time you are surrounding a good environment, it's a pleasant sight.
as yes,
Yes, and Just don't you like to contact with people, go to their places, and don't you like people come to your place and contact and share the experience and share the fun moments with them? I really very much into these kinds of things because sometimes I visit their homes and their places. Sometimes go to my friends' villages and spend some time. Really, I don't know what kind of things happened in the past because I was not on Facebook for longer time. I just check it out only and not stay in too much time. So it's very wonderful to go to their places, and when people are coming, if we really have those kinds of connections, we are limited to that place. We are only living in the room, uh, connecting with the world and not going outside. But I feel like this, if we go out, it's the social media we can get, and we can get the influence of them positively or negatively, and we can experience them. What kind of experience do you have meeting friends and going to their places and celebrating some of their birthday parties? We also know because of Facebook's many parties, many weddings, but we are not attending. We only see the pictures and the hot moments of events only. And what kind of experience do you have attending to these kinds of situations, not through social media?
Yes, actually, I have experience like in lots of time with my school friends also come and other friends also come. So I'm going to their houses also because
Isn't there a
uh,
Facebook account for your school?
what's it?
Isn't there a Facebook account for only for your school?
Yes, they have like they are
But
the
sometimes
like
it's created by some of the other students, maybe. In my schools also, yes, a school logo and everything is there and created as a school Facebook channel, and it's governed by someone else. I don't know who is the person. And yes.
yes, as actually, our school is when teacher like there is a official like remark or something when
Mm-mm-mm.
in our school account. So we can catch what who is the person or something. Is this fake account or not? Like
Lots
that.
of fake accounts, yes. Yes,
So
lots of the fake accounts using different kinds of profile pictures. Sometimes we might see these people are from abroad.
yes, and uh, so and as as those situations, actually it's very fun and enjoyable because visiting their houses, they are visiting our houses, and we get we spend actually very nice time with together. So with my friend, there is one of my friends who uh, spent a whole day with me. So
Mm-mm-mm.
and we
It's
going
something
to
like going a trip.
yes. So uh, I think there are lots of things to do, not addicted to without addicted to social media because like enjoying this environment and natural things, and actually I'm allowing to talking with like face to face because it's very communicating with online social media also great, but to me face to face talking is most preferable because
Mm.
um,
It's live.
yes, it's like we can show our emotions also. So
Yes, definitely.
when we are typing like hi or something, I don't know what what a mood she is coming on. So
Yes.
when we are face to face, we can if she cry if they cry, I can see they are crying, they are smiling, they are going angry with me. In
Mm.
social media, uh, lots of people using emojis to do that.
Yes.
So, so my friends also, when they are happy, they are always using emojis.
Yes.
So, like,
And when sad also, those kinds of things.
yes.
So
So,
it's a funny moment to see these kinds of things.
yes. So, uh, like, uh, when we are, yes.
Yes, I recently came across with discussions of Doromadalawa. Have you heard about the program on IT and TV? Yes, fantastic topic was going on this last week, and there was a monk who is residing in America, and he has come to Sri Lanka to give that discussion. He is telling that most of the people are uh, showing their positive sides to the people, but inner side is completely different. That happens because of only because of this social media. They like to share the best contents they have, whatever the situation is. Okay, they are sharing, but most of the time when we are facing to a bad situation or bad experience, we are not uploading those kinds of things in our Facebook accounts, and we only see the positive sides of us. I also, if I am also have some positive things, I will upload, and when I face problems, troubles and difficulties, I am not uploading these kinds of things because I think people are judging. So in this way, that monk tells people, people's inner thoughts and outer behavior is completely different, but we can see through these media's outer behavior only. He gives us a good suggestion, good example. When he was in a mart at the counter, there was a lady who was continuously telling various kinds of things before paying the bill. Yes, we had a party yesterday night. It was fantastic. Some of my friends visited, and I know some of them are very poor, and likewise those kinds of things. And today I came here through by this taxi, and likewise so many unwanted things to the listener. So the listener makes, yes, wow, is it so? Is that wow, great? Wonderful, madam, wonderful. Like these kinds of he had to add it. And immediately when that woman paid the bill and went off the mart, he began to tell the other person, she makes me nuts. That means, yes, she's make me really angry. If she stayed and told these kinds of things further, I will get angry. But he didn't show uh, to her, but hiding those kinds of emotions. So we only can see the outer behavior of the people because of these things. These things have influenced. In the past, I can see the people who is really not engaged with the conversation, they really don't want. They sometimes tells, yes, it's okay, but I am busy. I have so many works to do. Yes, they will tell the things, but now people are not going to tell these kinds of things. They are in the situation, and the real things is then going to come out. That person might be thinking, yes, everybody is in eagerness to listen my talks, and everywhere she might go, she will do the same thing. And this is happening. What do you think about this? People are secretly hiding their inner feelings, and they are creating a fake feelings towards the other people, sometimes to get the attractions or to get the friendliness of those kinds of people, and when they have time, they let it go.
Yes, of course. I experienced that because actually, my friends also, my online friend also, actually, I friend with them. I'm friendly with with her because she's always talking with the good things and positive things.
Mm-mm,
And when we are close friends, actually, she's going to reveal all the things with me.
mm-mm,
So uh, that's what I'm experience. Actually, uh, uh, some peoples are doing for their happiness, and they will think people world will be think about my life is so happy, fulfilled with happiness and lots of things. But actually lots of people, some people actually, depressed peoples are going to do that. So in
Mm-mm-mm.
my opinion,
Yes.
lots of depressed peoples, because they don't want to show to the world that they are sad or some with no emotions like that. So some mothers are like, I saw like, there was my friend who told me like she have a friend, in she's using Instagram, her account fulfilled with only sad things, like
Mm-mm.
she's posting lots of sad things, and my friend is always like encourage and make him try to make try her best to make her happy, but can't because she depressed because of some problems. So there are lots of people who are using social media to share emotions and share their memories, but in that case, like to people, if they have like dark side on their lives, a happy side on their lives, I don't dare to reveal to the world. But actually, I can't get an idea. Like, when we are going we are close friends, uh, that's the only way that we can actually, when we are going to learn about a people, we have to be close actually. So we have to be close to know what kind of people is this, and so we can't tell this is the person, this is their personality with a look in their face or look in their social media account what they are sharing. We have to be close, and we have to be conversation and communicate with them to know what kind of people is this. So yeah.
Yes, definitely. We have to be close with those kinds of friends and have a close conversation. Yes, I will make another point. Uh, yes, we see sometimes, yes, we might see all the time if we are online through Facebook. Every day, something is posting. Uh, from everybody if we are active on Facebook. So we are getting almost everything that people have, some kinds of good experience or bad experience, as you mentioned that sad contents sharing friend. Likewise, always sharing sad contents and happy contents day by day. But just imagine if we really people meet, we can't meet them only daily basis or from minute to minute. Every time when we are using these medias, we can connect with them every time, no matter at night, in the morning, or any time we can meet them. But if we share something else with our friends and we say our good things and bad things to them, they are not directly contact with us. They just listen and from this ear and let it go through the other ear, because every time something new happening or bad happening continuously happening, when they meet, they don't know what's the most important thing we should talk and what kind of remedies we should give, because every time we are receiving some kind of a same or different kinds of various things day by day, not day by day, every 5 minutes by 5 minutes sometimes when we are using that. So there is problems and happy times, we can't share all these things. But just think this way: we meet a friend once a week or twice a week or once a month, so we have lots of things to discuss in that point, and that point we can understand this is the most important point and this is the problem he or she really has. And the next moment when we are meeting, we only have that moment to talk what happened to that one, and how can I help you to solve this one. And in that way we can clearly communicate. Other than these platforms, it's okay to know about the things, but people are not available to help us or to share the fun things with us, because we are experiencing these kinds of things and we are posting. So sometimes there are no friends involvement, sometimes only two people, and sometimes he only. And later on people are not going to engage with them, even though it's happy or sad, it's only a situation and people let it go. Every time new things are happening and happening, no involvement with friends or any other. This is happening, and I really like to meet people in this way once a week or twice a week, and can know everything about them, and what's the burning problems, and what's the pleasure is going to be happen in the future, so I can I can make arrangements and to be engaged with him or her. And in this way we are knowing everything, but we are not reacting, we are sharing our comments only, and we are not involving with them, so it will never be nice.
Yes, sir. In that case, also, like, uh, so what's the main point? That
Yes, the main point I want to tell, uh, we are not reacting really. We not going to help them, or to not going to be engaged with the moment. We only see the moments, and there are sad things is happening continuously. I'm getting this point. If we meet people once a week or twice a week, we are sharing our experiences on that basis, so we only focus on the main points that we had, the positive sides or negative sides, so other people can really understand. Yes, this is the problem for her, so I should give solutions for her, this for this problem when I meet next time. So we can't see these kinds of things when we are using this platform, because we are receiving messages and everything 5 minutes or 5 minutes, or day by day, or every time we are receiving, and we simply neglecting those kinds of things, whether it's urgent, important, or worthwhile to influence to that person. We are not having these kinds of things, and we are just listening and seeing and not reacting. We are not engaging with them. I mean, if people meet keeping a good duration once a week or twice a week, they have a lot more things to discuss, to share, other than sharing things that happen daily basis or every 5 minutes or 5 minutes. This has happened to me, a squirrel fell down from the tree, likewise these kinds of things. It's not worthwhile, so I can't engage with them, so I can't help so to these kinds of things. And yes, that way.
yes, actually, we need that kind of time because to make in that way, also we can make friends. Actually, in my opinion,
Real
uh,
friends.
so yes, real friends, and we can see who are fake, who are real, who are going to help us, and who are not going to.
Yes.
So yes, uh, as I also experienced when my I'm not experienced. Actually, my friends telling me like when they are posting a sad uh, post
Content.
or a happy post, sad content. Uh, People in she's using Instagram. Uh, people asking what's the question, and some of others are put a like and go away. So like that. So actually, some of us are thinking about she might be want only a like, not a solution, like
Mm,
that.
mm, mm, mm,
So
mm.
amount of likes can't solve our problems. Like we, if we need a
Definitely.
solution, we can put a caption like I need a solution like that, but some people are put like and go away. So and like that, but some of other peoples have like most of the people giving solutions because they might be experienced that, so like that. And so there are peoples who help us and not, but
Yes,
that
as you mentioned in these kinds of things, I thought sometimes people may be posting these kinds of things to get the attention of other people. Sometimes that may be also happen. Sometimes they not really influenced with those kinds of problems. Sometimes they might be enjoying, laughing. He's giving me advices in this way, but I don't really have these kinds of feeling. Who a stupid guy.
yes, yes, they might be get attention also. So uh, like in not in sad way, in sad contents also, happy contents also, they might be get the attention because we can see, oh, they are living a great and their lives fulfilled with happiness more than my life. So
Mm-mm.
we
Sometimes
are
when we visit the home of that person, he is full with enjoyment. Sometimes she is enjoying her life than us. So how can we share these kinds of things? Yes, that might happen.
yes, of course.
The
So
reality might not be the same that they are posting.
yes, so in that case, like because of those kinds of people, we are always think about their they are they are might be fake, not knowing they actually posting these contents with a real situation. uh, so actually
Yes, in
uh,
this way, I think most of
actually
the students get bad influence because they simply react according to their emotions. Most of the people who are posting through Facebook lots of details and to get sympathy, that some people are posting, I don't have anyone. Uh, if I have a good friend, my life will be okay. And then stupid children fall in that way, they thinking it's right and I should help this person or this woman, or thinking this get into troubles. And once they experience that, the fox hiding with the grandma's suit.
yes, uh, that's why I told like everyone is not fake and everyone
Mm-mm,
is
yes.
not real also.
Mm-mm,
We
yes,
have to
definitely. Mm-mm.
be close, and we have to be like actually
Then
like
there's a problem how we can identify this a fake one or the real one. If we influence to the environment that we are living, we can see by their emotions and their background. We know if we visit those kinds of people and we know many facts about them. So there's no danger. There in here the visible side is too low. It's a box and we only can see what is in the box, and out the box the things we can't see.
yes, most of, as you say, sir, most of the people want to stay in that box, and maybe they are going with the fake lifetime or something. But actually, I'm suggesting be real, because I'm not telling be perfect, because no one is perfect in this world, and be
At least
real
want to be
actually.
perfect.
Uh,
We have intention to be perfect. That's enough.
yes, yes, because I can't imagine what kind of happiness they are getting with their fake emotion, fake
Yes, that's
contents, and
wonderful to talk.
fake
Yes.
life.
Mm-mm. We can
Yes,
imagine these kinds of
I can
people
really,
are out there, but we don't have that kind of feelings.
yes, yes. Uh,
Yes, that's wonderful. And what kind of things do you really suggest there should be for uh, different kinds of groups? Sometimes we can see Facebook groups, uh, grade 5 scholarship groups, and when we click on that content and when we add to that group, no contents, only commercial purposes, and uh, yes, no groups for each and every individual purposes. We click the group and connected with the groups and no information regarding with that group. We are continuously receiving other kinds of commercial ads and commercial things are happening in groups. And sometimes, yes, it's I think it's enough to talk about Facebook. Let's jump to another one. So we will have time to talk about other things also. Yes, what will be the benefits of WhatsApp? Yes, the main benefit I am getting is to get the contacts and to send the links to my students. That the only way I am using WhatsApp, and sometimes there might be other users. Sometimes students are creating, people are creating his own WhatsApp group and sharing their experiences. Sometimes it's a boring experience. We are added without knowing to many groups, then we have to left by this one and again left and again left again we are added, and we have to put some restrictions also. uh, yeah, sometimes people, uh, what is it called, our account also sometimes be hacked because of some reasons. They are the people who are connecting with us do lots of different things that not good for our accounts. And yes, I am simply using WhatsApp for send the link, and is it okay to conduct the class, or I am not doing classes today, I'm sorry, to telling these kinds of things for simply messaging and say to send messages only. Are there any other functions and options that we can share? Yes, only then videos also we can send.
yes. Actually, we can contact our relatives and like friends with WhatsApp, and as you say, like group chats. I also experienced when my friend sent me a link, a group link, but named is for free classes and free tudes for as like it's going as to be like a studied one.
Mm,
But when I entered, they are going a very long chat with a school friends.
mm, mm, mm.
So like that, they are not like sharing any tudes, not any studying group. They are chatting lots of random things, and I'm thinking, oh, what is this? And I'm just leave. So uh, actually, I personally I don't like group chat because it's too boring and we can't concentrate on lots of people's in one time. So
Mm.
that's the reason actually for me. So I always trying to contact them as personally, like only single
And it's
one.
very
So
cheap to making a phone call also through this one because it's only consume megabytes, and it's comparatively low the price, the cost we have to.
yes, that's also solution and. Uh, like as we think uh, WhatsApp can use for our personal to do our personal things, and some other others are using it uh, for
Yes,
business
definitely for
also for
business
their,
purposes. Yes. One day,
yes, for
this
business.
interesting thing happened to me. I was posting lots of my videos through YouTube, and I was promoting my WhatsApp number for all the videos. Suddenly, something happened to my WhatsApp account, and I couldn't get it back. So all the communications and contacts is going to be disruptive. So no one would be able to contact with me because I lost my WhatsApp number and I couldn't get it again. So lots of hacks and those kinds of things are happening when we are doing business purposes. Our number we can't get any longer. So in that case, sometimes people think, yes, in this way I destroyed my life by myself because of this one. So I put a lot of time efforts to build this channel, and suddenly I lost my WhatsApp number. It's simple. It's a simple thing to lose your WhatsApp number, but the whole entire business is going to be destruction.
Yes, actually, like uh, in WhatsApp or whatever, like
Sometimes there is a
we
great
are
necessity,
actually,
but it's not a real thing. But when we don't have that kind of thing, we can't move forward. We struck to that place. However we want to get there.
yes, yes.
Yes, and I
Um,
also wanted from you to know what kind of content do you really prefer when if you use Facebook as your student, when you click Facebook, and these kinds of contents you can see. So it will be very interesting, your preference. You can see these kinds of informations and educational notes and teaching styles, everything you want you can see. So it will be wonderful, everything you want you can find out very easily. So every any notes or any video regarding your education, and if you find these kinds of things, the addiction will happen and it will okay. But unnecessary contents, and what kind of things do you really suggest there might be on Facebook? So it will be very interesting and very advantageous to everybody.
uh, yes, as to me, I'm actually when I'm going to social media also, I'm
Yes, just a little bit. I really prefer when I switch my YouTube, Facebook account. If I see the teaching techniques of the teachers and how they are teaching, what kinds of new methods they are using, so it will be a friendly environment. That's the Facebook I am really expecting. In one click, I can find out the informations that I want to get, and how many students are there, and what kind of thinking they have, and what kind of methods the greatest teachers are using, and what kind of things that I can get from them. If I really can get those kinds of things for my purposes, I will be really engaged with Facebook. Every time I will be online whenever I have time. It is worthwhile to watch.
yes, if they are like actually to me, when I was whatever the social media is, when I searching, I'm actually searching about music because I'm music
Mm-mm.
addicted.
Yes, sir.
That.
Do you get the
Uh,
content that you want every
yeah,
time?
yes, yes, but actually, I'm searching about music and other
And by the way,
history.
how can you know new words listening to music? So it's very hard to catch their words. Your mother told me that you listen to music to catch some words. Is it okay, or to enjoyment? To enjoyment sake, you are listening and you telling your mother, yes, I find some new words listening to music.
No, actually, I was just listening, and when I heard unknown word, I'm just searching and write down the meaning of it. So
Mm-mm,
and I'm again I'm listening. So actually, I'm searching about lots of kinds of music. What are the kinds of music, and what is the history of the music, and like
mm-mm.
that. So I so
Without spending
in
much time, are you can you get those kinds of things very easily? What you want?
I'm yeah, I'm searching on YouTube so I
Mm,
can
mm,
get
mm,
it
mm, mm,
this
mm,
so
mm.
that because YouTube when we search in the YouTube we can when we search something there is only content in that topic no so
Yes,
that's what
definitely.
uh, so uh, uh, we are talking about a topic about Facebook, right? So,
Yes,
like,
Facebook and the content that you really want, if there is the content that we are really appreciating and want, it will be fantastic.
yes, as we're talking like
And we compare with the
content.
Facebook and YouTube. Most of the students are not using YouTube, they are only in Facebook accounts, they are chatting and doing these kinds of things, and they hardly visit YouTube, only for as you mentioned, to listen a song, beautiful song. And most of the time education purpose is very low. And you know Damika Pereira, he is doing a school, online school, and there are lots of subscribers. I think 545K is likewise lots of students have subscribed. But when we see the video and how many people have watched that part, it's 1.4K. So most of the students have subscribed, but they are not watching the content. I think merely the YouTube has become some sort of entertainment for most of the people.
Yes, I see. If we are comparing the Facebook and YouTube. Actually, when we are searching something on Facebook, we can see other stuffs also, like not regarding to the topic that we are searching,
Yes.
but in YouTube, they are only content. We can see only the content is regarding to the topic that we are searching. Actually,
And
uh,
sometimes it suggests videos that our preference might be this type also. And sometimes yes, when I'm searching English teaching videos, sometimes they are suggesting beautiful pictures of a fish underground the sea, so I simply click for just for see what's going on, and lots of videos followed by it. And I simply forget for what reason I have come here. Then I get my mind, yes, I have come to find what kinds of good videos, teaching videos. Then I'm going to the history and click lots of videos I have followed. It's not happening in
yes,
the same as Facebook, a little
yes.
proportion.
Yeah. Actually, I think that we can't in Facebook we can't concentrate on what we are gonna do,
Hmm.
what we are going to do because there are lots of contents and we are searching about what is this, and we are forgetting what is the main reason why, to search in this, and
Mm-mm.
also even we can forget what is the
It's
topic also
sometimes
what we.
a mad person's life, maybe. A mad person don't know where he wants to go and simply go out and experience everything. So without any purpose, I switch Facebook and scroll up and down.
Yes, and YouTube actually, I think most of people are using it like for entertainment purposes
And education purpose.
and education purposes. But we can't say it is Facebook also because Facebook is like as I say it's a mess and
Yes,
lots of
definitely. For me also. It's
yes
a waste of
there
time
are
and sometimes life. Unexperienced peoples.
yes. Um, so actually, YouTube also have lots of content more than Facebook because Facebook is like completely a mess and there are lots of stuff not very unnecessary things actually.
Yes,
Majority
some
is
secret things should be things also revealed.
yes. So for our personal things also can reveal in
Mhm.
Facebook. So in one click we can publish lots of things. So that's very actually that's very dangerous. So
They
uh,
are not thinking. They simply get. this attraction and attention.
Yes. So uh, in YouTube, we can actually there are lots of necessary and very useful contents more than Facebook because as I experience there are like in educational side there are lots of teachers who doing lots of YouTube channels very useful to us and also motivational videos and
Yes, definitely.
yes, more when we are searching about motivational videos, there are lots of kinds of YouTube channels who only for motivations and giving life thoughts. So like
Yes, I
and
am very much like the channel Dare to Do Motivation. I have subscribed it, and it has really a wonderful content, good stories, and I get in almost every story for my life, and I'm waiting for to another video, but they are not posting regularly. So I'm waiting. These kinds of videos, wonderful contents we can find out.
yes,
And at the same
so
time, there is a good platform called uh, Talks at Google. So lots of speakers all around the world have they come to a place and where the Google meeting. It's a meeting organized by a Google company, and they are conducting great speeches that runs uh, 1 hours or around 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Great speeches. Some talks about the authors of the books. The author of the book really comes to that place and he explains. And the doctors and the great people all around the world is coming to that platform and doing speeches. And it has 1.75 million subscribers. And yes, lots of videos. I recently came across with that channel, and I constantly listening. So in that way I also I'm able to grab some speaking techniques. Also, we are not native speakers, so we are you also improve in this one, and I am also improving. You also doing mistakes, and I am also doing mistakes. It's okay. And these people are not doing mistakes because these people most of the time English speaking people, and their accent is catchable. And I really like to listen those kinds of videos, and I will send you the link. It will be wonderful to hear those kinds of people's talks.
okay. So I just remember right now when I was searching YouTube, I found like a website called Audible. We can actually audiobooks.
Yes,
Actually,
the one thing I want to search out to get an audiobook, but the sound is not perfect when I plug my earphone on. Mm, the sound is some weird. It can't bearable, the sound they're speaking. If I really find a channel, audiobook channel, the sound is very perfect. I am searching most of the time good audiobooks and good sound. Have you found such kind of one?
I found a website only for audiobooks. Like I will send you some Audible or something. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
we can get a premium when if we pay them or something, and there are lots
Mm-mm.
of free books also.
Mm-mm.
Uh, so like that. I think it's also belongs to social media, right? So,
Really, I don't know, but we can suggest.
so actually, there are lots of advantages that
Most
people.
of the time English teachers don't have common sense because they know only about the subject. So I don't know much about these kinds of things, but I'm really like a child because I know only the these kind of things, only how to teach English and these kinds of things. We are also finding with the help of other teachers and other people. We also like to get the influence of other people because only then we can get everything out of the society.
Yes, sir. So, uh, like, uh, uh, like now I can understand there are most of the people who can't enjoying this and use this like it's it's very actually enjoyable, these kinds of advantages, but people are not interesting to it. People are going in bad ways and not doing unnecessary things and actually addicted to them.
Mm-mm.
So that's why. And some of us are like, my I have a friend, like she's actually very good and very like always studying and very enjoyable, like that she had very nice lifetime.
Mm-mm.
But there was a friend, uh, who always actually she's a social media platform, and
Mm-mm.
she know all the things about social media, and she are forced to her to use some kind of social media. And but
Sometimes she
uh,
might be telling the new trends.
yes, so she addicted to them, and actually she destroy her life because of that. She addicted to and play games or play video games called Free Fire. So
Mm-mm.
and not
In that case,
studying.
we hardly find any chances to help them.
Yes, we can help them, but actually she's addicted to it because of her own best friend,
Mm-mm.
who
Mm-mm.
also addicted to it.
Mm.
Uh, we can understand, if we are with good people, we can be all good
Also
also.
good. Yes, yes.
Yes, if we are in bad people also, we automatically be a bad person because of the what the advices store in our mind. But but we can think about what they are saying, and is it good or not, if we have knowledge or something. Like with the best friend also, like if your best friend giving a bad addresses, and if we can't understand this is a bad, and we can explain her also, to her also, this is bad, and understand what can we do to that, if we have knowledge. Like if
Hmm.
we are trusting them a lot and doing I don't trust anyone but trusting, but we have to understand what is the wrong side and the right side. So that's what I'm talking about. So yes.
Yes, definitely. And I want to ask you, what do you think about the celebrities? Most of the people spending their time to know the gossip things about their celebrities. It's not a matter in our island or worldwide. People are curious to know about things and what their fashions and what kind of lifestyle they are having and where did they go for a dinner today and this week and these kinds of things. People are very curious and they sometimes get a screenshot and share those kinds of videos, those kinds of photos in Facebook also.
Yes, celebrities are actually very great
Yeah,
actually,
it's wonderful to see, but
wonderful.
there are some things that it's not good because our mindset is going to be set alike those kinds of people. Yeah, thinking one day we should also be this kind of person and trying our best. And yes, these kinds of things happen. Mhm.
Yes. Uh, like actually, my friends also talking about these kinds of stuff with me. Like, yeah, there is my friend. Uh, like she know all of the information, personal information about that. That celebrity. So,
Lots of reading and researching had been undertaken.
yes, and also she creating a fake rumors also about that celebrity. And so like that. So uh, like actually some peoples also make those kinds of their favorite celebrities as their model character.
Mhm.
So their lives, but some other peoples are thinking I will be like her. That I also want. The thing is, actually, we don't know how that celebrity feels about her life was. Is she proud of
We
themselves
only see the
or
pleasant
not?
sides of her.
Yes. Uh, yeah, the school students are actually in my schools also. Lots of school students are addicted to some kind of music industry, as there are lots of music industry, classical music, and like Eastern, Western, and American, lots of. So like as I know, my school's friends are lots of addicted to like Korean songs. So
Mm-mm-mm.
like
Yes,
I can't understand, they don't need the language, they are only
like to
enjoying the emotion.
listen the sound.
Yes. I also listening, and
But
some
I
good
mostly prefer
can't
to the BTS songs with when they are singing the English songs, not Korean songs. Their English singing is very much wonderful to listen. On the American
yes.
people, also American people can't even sing like that.
Yes. Uh, they actually in Sri Lanka or something, that worldwide, like their songs are actually addicted to them, and
Yes, I found through YouTube there is a channel promoting Korean songs, the BTS people's songs in single version. So every song, I think it's a lady, a girl. She's doing wonderful, fantastic work. She's translating into Sinhala. I don't know the real meaning that how the words catching moment and the separating moments. They also post in how this song is sung through Sinhala captions. So lots of hard work she is doing for her YouTube channel. Everything that can be seen, these kinds of songs in Sinhala.
yes, actually, I also heard some Korean songs, but sounds nice, but
Mm.
can't understand. So I'm
Yeah.
searching about what is the single meaning or English relic. What is it like that? Actually, there
Yes,
are
in
lots
that
of
case, if we really want to get the idea what's going on this song, it's very much interesting to find out single songs in the 70s or 80s, and at the same time English songs. Every English song we can find out the real inside meaning. There are lots of meanings, and other than that, we can hardly find the inside meanings, only sound. And in Indian songs also, Hindi songs also, sound is perfect, but there is hardly any idea carrying those kinds of songs.
yes, actually, to me, I am listening. uh, if we the sounds good or the music is preferred to me, I'm listening. So
Mm-mm-mm.
if I'm curious to like find out what is the meaning of it, I'm searching and what is the meaning or what kind of things is it. But if I'm not interested, I'm just close that song and move to another one.
Yes, so there
So
is a
like
wonderful thing that I am experiencing. Every new song that releases recently, it's wonderful to listen one or twice. But unfortunately, when I'm going to listen it again and again, it's boring. But every time when a new song is coming to the contest, it's wow-like feeling. It's wonderful. And it's not giving the same kind of entertainment if we listen again and again. I don't know what happened to these kinds of songs or what's the preference of us.
yes, I think because of like we are listening to it frequently, and our like it makes
But it's not happening to the old songs. We always listening to Nanda Mali songs or these kinds of Amar Deva Masters songs. It's listening to them continuously is wonderful at any time, at night or when we get up or yes. But yes, I'm curious to find out what's the latest song, and it's wow, wonderful to listen. It's a good song, and again I am listening. I don't find any good, and even I don't want to listen that song if I have already listened to it 2 or 3 times. Do you have such kind of experience? Hello, I am having that kind of experience. I'm listening almost every new song, and it's good for once or twice.
Yes, I'm also curious to find new songs, and actually it has to be sounds good, and like if it have a nice beat or something, so I like
Mm-mm.
it. So and
Yes,
I'm just uh, asking frequent, but to me there is a song who like I'm listening to is like for years. Actually, it's not
Mm-mm.
boring to me. I don't know why, but it's very
Yes.
nice,
What's the
and
song?
like sit still look pretty.
Mm-mm.
Like that song is I'm always listening to for years, and it's not
Mm-mm.
boring. But other songs I'm changing and listening like mashups. Do you know? Like
Yes,
lots of
yes.
songs are including for one and making it. Uh, so I
Yes,
that's also
there's a one song I am continuously listening. Uh, the name of it, What Does the Fox Says? I think Elvis. It's a wonderful song. The sound is wonderful. Have you ever heard What Does the Fox Says?
no, sir.
It's a
I just
yes, it's a wonderful
familiar
beat.
sound. The name is familiar, but I can't understand.
In that song, the singer is almost imitating most of the sounds that every animal does, and not really, and especially particularly they are focusing on the sounds of the fox and how amazing it sounds. I will send you the link.
Okay, sir.
It's a wonderful song. You will listen for that one for years also, definitely.
Okay.
And let's jump to this. What kind of lifestyle will have to a man who doesn't use any kind of social media? Just imagine he is not using Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and even Google. Can there be people in the forest of Amazon, close to the river?
Yes, maybe in that kind of place, because in this generation also most of the people is curious about social media, but I can't imagine.
Yes, if you don't
Yeah,
have a Facebook account or you don't have access to YouTube, you even though you have identity card, you are not regarded as the as a man in this world. You are remote from this world.
actually, sir, your voice is cracking or something. I can't
Yes,
hear clearly.
I was telling that even though we have an identity card to know by ourselves that I am a nationality person here, but if I really don't have a Facebook account or a YouTube account, yes, I am not exist in this world because I am very much remote from these people. Even though I have identity card, I am a resident in Sri Lanka, but not regarded as. But sometimes there might be people who don't have anything of them, and I will send you another link about a person whose life is good. He is making his life very easy, and a TED Talk. You can find great speeches from TED Talk also. Have you familiar with TED Talk?
Uh, yes, sir, I'm watching those kinds of things.
I will send you a great link, and he is a man of Thailand, and he is telling continuously, our life is so easy. we make it complicated, and he's suggesting wonderful things, and I will send you the same link also. And how about the life will be that person who is not using these kinds of platforms? I think if I am that kind of man, if I have some amount of money, and if I have some work to do, it's better to live without these social medias. And if we think what amount of time I am using, it's not matter if whether get the knowledge or not. I can reduce my time and I can spend my time whole time for my purposes only. I can walk anywhere, I can go to any place, talk with my people, and I can have a nap and lots of things without engaging with those platforms. So there might be people really. I think if I have the chance to live without these kinds of medias, I think life will be wonderful. But if we should have something to live, and we should have other things, and it will be very wonderful because our life is unique. We are not forced by anything. Everything we can see, these kinds of platforms are welcoming us to to experience these kinds of things. And sometimes we don't do for our own mind the things, and we are influenced by all these kinds of things. And I think if a person who doesn't have these kinds of things, he is very much independent, and he has time to do lots of things that other people don't do.
Yes, sir. I also can understand like it's we can actually concentrate on time managing.
Mm.
So we can manage our time, uh, but like I can't get an idea, but
Yes, because it's a new experience. Even though even we
I heard
thinking
that.
part is very difficult, but it's the real lifestyle of the monks who is in monasteries. Those monks are not using these kinds of platforms. Some are using. Uh, yes, those kinds of great people are searching the inside intellectual happiness. So they are refrain from all kinds of worldly thing. It's a completely another topic to talk. Uh, yes, if it is in my case, if I have money to leave some amount, and if I have land, if there are people to contact with me, and I really simply forget all these kinds of things. And if I have money, some amount of money, I will do another thing. I will not do tuition classes or any other things, and I will not establish a YouTube channel, and I will not be using WhatsApp, and I don't want to see what's going on around people using Facebook. So these kinds of things will not happen if I have a clear vision towards my future. But the problem is, because of these growing trends and this world, we can't exist without having those kinds of things, because everybody is communicating with them. So it's a kind of a myth without having these kinds of things. But as we discussed earlier, it's better to identify what are the good things and bad things, and without rejecting Facebook, without rejecting those kinds of things, we can pay attention once a month if it is not necessary, so other people will not angry with us. You are not on Facebook anymore. Yes, I come to Facebook, but I hardly come, and I saw your post. It's wow, wonderful. And we can exchange our ideas when we meet them. So we can put our own limitations, and we can set our own priorities for these kinds of things, and we can move forward very smoothly using this platform. And finally, what you have to tell about this topic that we were talking today, and what kind of summary that you can give, and what kind of suggestions, and you have any suggestions you can say.
Yes, as we are talking about lots of kinds of things about social media, like as I can understand, uh, there are lots of ways to encourage our lives and motivate our lives and be successful because of the social media and because of these advantages from them. Uh, and uh, this is actually like
It's a blade,
to
two
every.
side blades.
Yes, this is like to everything there have advantages and disadvantages both. So social media also have. So uh, try to avoid these kinds of uh, disadvantages and trying your best to do and try this use these advantages. That's my message. But uh,
Yes, and I also want to add something. I'm really using these platforms, putting a timeline. I will search this one if I get or not only this time. During this time, I will put 10 minutes. Your 10 minutes, it's now over. You can't stay too long. You have to go. And I'm putting myself some time limit. Otherwise, if I don't find the contents, I will search in all the time, and I'm forgetting the time. So it will be another advantage if it's okay to find these kinds of things. You can search Facebook, but you have only a limited amount of time. You have 5 minutes. During this 5 minutes, you should complete, and you have 1 hour to find out everything through YouTube. Your time is now over. Have you found? Yes, it's okay. Now you are doing great through social media. And today talk is really nice, interesting. We talk lot more things that other people are not
there's
talking.
lots of useful things actually.
Yes, and I also got some ideas from you also, but I'm not going to tell you as I'm a teacher. I got ideas from you. So again, we can put a topic to our next discussions. In what kind of topics we are going to talk about next time. If you have a topic right now, you can suggest, and if you have, you can suggest later. But I thought we didn't suggest any ideas, so I came here without any ideas because I thought we didn't have any topic to talk.
So, so I don't have idea about another topic. Can you suggest?
Yes, you may suggest an idea, and please send me a message.
Okay, sir.
All right, today's talk is wonderful, and we will hope the same another days also we will continue. And your speaking is too good, and uh, other than me, you talk a lot today. It's fine. It's wonderful. It's my aim to have. Yes, you have a lot more things to talk, but all these things really wonderful and needy things, not joking and not wasting time. Even though we talked longer hours, we talked only the important things, and we didn't talk about our personal things and these kinds of things. Yes, it's wonderful to have these kinds of talks. Yes, we will talk again in this manner. It's wonderful to have a talk with you. Yes, we will meet the next
Yeah.
time. Have a wonderful day.
Okay. God bless you, sir.